Friends, welcome to my program Facts, Figures and Quotes. Today let me tell you something about the Diomede Islands, the closest points between Russia and USA. Russia and USA are two countries that apparently appear wide apart in terms of geography. But in reality there exists a geographic point where two of the largest countries in the world, one Russia ranked as the largest country in the world at 6601,670 square miles, and the United States ranked fourth largest in the world at 3677,649 square miles, are only separated by a short distance, yet time-wise they are 21 hours apart. So then let's find out as to where the United States and Russia are closest geographically. Friends, the closest geographic point between the borders of the United States and Russia lies in the Bering Strait, located in the Pacific Ocean. The eastern part of Russia and western part of United States, located between Midland, Siberia and the state of Alaska, are two small islands. Separating the two islands is the International Dateline, IDL, which is also the border between Russia and the United States. A mere 2.4 miles, that is 3.8 kilometers, separates the two islands. The larger island is known as the Big Diomede, which is the eastern point in Russia. Whereas the smaller island is known as Little Diomede and is within the borders of the United States. They are separated by 21 hours. Since the IDL separates the two islands, they are also referred as Tomorrow and Yesterday Islands. Tomorrow Island, the Big Diomede, is 21 hours ahead of Yesterday Island, that is the Little Diomede, although some people erroneously think that these two islands are separated by 23 hours. The political separation of these two islands occurred when the United States purchased Alaska from Russia in 1867, and a new border was drawn between the two islands, the eastern part of Russia and the western part of the United States. At the narrowest part of the Bering Strait, about 82 kilometers, or you could say 51 miles, is all that separates Cape Deshnev on the Chukotka Peninsula and Cape Prince of Wales on mainland Alaska. But Russia's Big Diomede Island is even closer to mainland Alaska, about 40 kilometers, which is about 25 miles away, making it the closest non-border sharing country to the continental US. The distance between the two countries is actually much smaller, just 3.8 kilometers. Can you beat it? Just 3.8 kilometers, 2.4 miles, that separates the Big Diomede Island of Russia and Little Diomede Island of the US. Summer temperatures on the islands average about 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Winter time is even colder, averaging between 6 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Each year, Arctic sea ice extends southwards into the Strait of Bering and the Chukchi Seas. By June, however, melting usually causes the ice to retreat northwards, leaving open water that appears black in these images. The water between the two islands is bisected by the maritime border of the two countries. The passage was historically nicknamed as Ice Curtain, which had more to do with the Cold War tensions of that era than the climate. Today, Little Diomede has a small permanent community of about 115 people living according to the US 2010 census. The town is located on a small beach on the island's western side, meaning that Russia's Big Diomede and even the mainland are visible from the homes. Another invisible line runs between the islands and inspired the nicknames as Yesterday and Tomorrow Islands. Big Diomede and Little Diomede sit on opposite sides of the international dateline. As Earth Observatory reader Jim Anderson commented once, when you look at the big Diomede Island, you are looking into the future. So that's the beauty of these two islands. They separate US and Russia by just a few kilometers, and I am sure it must be a great sight visiting these two islands. So friends, that's all I have for today. See you next week in Facts and Figures and Quotes. Goodbye.